This is Courtney, and today I'm going to show you 4 different ways that you can apply your glitter. I've gone ahead and prepped these 4 nails ready to go. I've got a couple of brushes, a really beautiful holographic glitter that I got from Urban Sparkles, a colour coat to match the glitter, and a top coat. Okay, let's have a look at the nails that I already did. The first one, I used the burnishing technique where you rub the glitter into the cured color coat. The middle 2, I did these both with the sugaring technique and left the one on the right hand side raw, and the left one I top coated twice so that it's nice and smooth. The end one here I did an ombre, so there's more glitter at the tip and less glitter towards the cuticle. The top pro has been done in a holographic glitter. You can tell that there's a big difference between holographic and just a normal flat glitter. So this green nail here, I've put 2 coats of color on and cured them both, and now it's proper sticky. So I'm going to sprinkle on some of my glitter. This is called A Mermaid's Tail from Urban Sparkles. When you're sprinkling it on to the cured color coat, you just want to make sure that every sticky part of the nail has got glitter on it before you start rubbing it in. So I tap it off, get away the excess, and then I'm going to take a fluffy brush and just brush off any loose glitters. I can't really be very rough with this nail because it's to this stick with a very small piece of blue tack. But when you're doing this on an actual person, you can actually rub a lot harder and really lay those glitters into place. So I'm going to brush off any wee bits that are stuck behind before we go ahead and apply a top coat. So I'm running out of top coat. I'm going to just pour some on because it takes ages to fish it out from the bottom. When you're burnishing the nails, the glitter is already so smooth, so you don't need to do 2 coats of top coat. You can just do 1 coat, and that will be enough. There we go. I'm going to pop that into cure for 60 seconds. Okay, this one we're going to, I've already put a coat of color on it, but I'm going to put another one on. I'm going to do it very thin, because we're going to be putting 2 layers of top coat on top of the glitter once we've applied it. So you just want to put on enough color that the glitter will have something to stick to. Don't cap your free edge because you don't want glitter to be sticking to the free edge. So go ahead and just tip it on. Now, when you're doing this, tip it all on and then leave it to settle for just a couple seconds so that it can sink into the glitter or into the color coat, and then go back in and put a little bit more on. Then you can pop that into cure. Oh, after you tap it off. Okay, for the next one, it's going to be the same, except this one is going to be left raw. So I'm going to do a bit thicker coat of color so that I know the glitter is going to sink right into it and be proper stuck. So get a good layer of polish on, and then tip on some glitter. I like to tip on my glitter over top of this little tub. It's actually a lid from a container of cotton buds, and then once I mix enough colors together and I like the result, then I use that glitter on different nails. So here we go. This is done now. Tap it off. And then you're going to pop that into cure. Okay, this one I've already put color coat on, but I'm going to do 1 more thin layer just so that the glitter has something to stick to. This is also going to be top coated, so you don't want to apply too many layers of polish, obviously, because then you'll end up having a fat nail. Okay, so when you're doing an ombre, you can either use a brush or you can just use a bag. I like to use this method. I have pretty good control over my bag tapping. I'm a good bag tapper. So tap it quite heavily at the bottom, and then as you work your way up the nail, just tap a little lightly so that only a wee bit comes out. You can go back and forth and over a section if you need a little bit more, but it's really that easy. No brush needed, just tap, tap, tap. So I'm going to put that into cure. So this is our burnished nail. It's nice and smooth because it was all laid flat. So I'm going to set this down over here. What have we got? Next is the sugared nail that we're going to tote. So I'm going to brush off any excess bits. There we go. I'm going to get my top coat and pour a little bit on there. So this is going to get 2 layers of top coat. Sometimes when you're doing this, if you pat down your glitter before you cure it, you can get away with 1 layer of top coat. I obviously didn't do that. Oh, there's a bit of something stuck there. I didn't pat it down, so I'm going to have to do 2 coats. So I'll pop that into cure. This one is the one that we're going to be leaving raw. So we used a little bit thicker of a coat of color and then sprinkled the glitter on top. We cured it. Now it's ready to go. Next, we've got the ombre nail. So this only needs 1 coat of top coat as well. So I'm going to pour a little bit on. Just brush it all over. There we go. I'm going to pop that into cure. Here's our sugar nail that's been top coated once. It's still a little bit rough, so I'm going to apply another layer of top coat. I know this video is a bit back and forth. I hope you can keep up with it. There are 4 really basic techniques that most people already know how to do, but when you're starting out, it's a bit overwhelming. If you have any questions, just pop them below in the comments. So here's our ombre nail. It's been cured, and that is done. Let's see, the other one is done yet. Good. Okay, so that concludes this video tutorial. I know it's a really long video, I am sorry about that, but you have learned 4 techniques of how to apply glitter depending on what look you're going for. So we've got the sugared and top coated look, which is nice and smooth. You can file away these wee jaggy bits at the free edge. You've got an ombre look. You could do this over any color you like. You've got the sugared one that has just been left rough and raw, and you've got the burnished. I don't typically like burnished glitter because it looks pretty flat, but when you use a holographic glitter, it turns out amazing. So you can buy all of these glitters at urbansparkles.co.uk. Don't forget to share with your friends and subscribe to my channel. See you next time.